And always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
My mother always loved the sea. When I was young, we'd visit Solitude and watch the ships from the bluff. Better times.
Okay.
My father, all the family I ever had. I felt so lost when he died.
Dang it, now I can't remember the other things. Hey, there was 3 things for the grocery store that this weekend that I can't remember now. One of them's crackers.
Oh yeah, we forgot to get crackers this week.
And now I gotta think.
Fancy yourself an alchemist, huh? Never could get the hang of that.
Surely you have something better to do.
I have 16 of those things. Let's see if I can get some.
They say Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart. I really miss traveling like this. So you can cast a few spells? Am I supposed to be impressed?
You hear that? I swear there's something out there, in the dark.
5-star. 5-star someday. Oh, I don't want it.
My mother was a strong woman. She's the one who instructed me on my sword fighting techniques. Can you imagine?
I don't want Waka Waka sucks. No Trustmaster is bad. Waka! Chicken head. Waka's chicken head.
Surprised you remember that.
Why? Oh, I got a
You should have
sycamore.
seen me at the height of my adventuring career. I was fearless and took too many risks. But that's what it was all about.
Bitch just biting my awkward auntie.
Let us walk in the steps of the divines.
My mother always loved the sea. When I was young, we'd visit Solitude and watch the ships from the bluff.
Why Yuna?
Better
Fucking give me
times.
Yuna. I just want Yuna to have Yuna.
Remind us of our place when we forget.
I gotta get a 5-star to get her. I think I have her. I'm pretty sure I have.
People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Tamriel. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home.
I have so very many ways to deal with people. Very few of them pleasant. Few can resist my charms.
I've never
Even
been a
fewer
set sport.
are worthy of
Never
them.
traded my skills for pay. I've always adventured on my own terms.
Oh, I got a ring.
My mother always loved the sea. When I was young, we'd visit Solitude and watch the ships from the bluff. Better times.
Fucking shit. Now like 3 foot black. Fuck.
I love the cold air. It's exhilarating. Perhaps it's because of my Nord blood,
Surely
but
there's
there's
something
something about it that makes me feel alive. Young, I journeyed with my father on hunting expeditions into Morrowind. The cliff racers made for excellent sport. You should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career. I was feared and took too many risks. But that's what it was all about. I remember Cutpurse trying to rob me on the road once. When I drew Grim Sever, I think the poor man soiled his armor. I've really missed traveling like this. Walking the breadth of Skyrim has always filled my heart with excitement.
I have so very many ways to deal with people. Very few of them pleasant.
My mother always loved the sea. When I was young, we'd visit Solitude and watch the ships from the bluff. Better times.
You're someone who things done. I like that.
My mother was a strong woman. She's the one who instructed me on my sword fighting techniques. Can you imagine?
Being old's not so bad. Daughter, bed, and my working days are done.
Come on in.
My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained. I miss him. Just a few hours and I can crawl on.
How can I assist?
Yes?
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
We drink to our youth, for the days come, for the age of aggression.
Go fiddling locks around here, we're going to have a real problem. I've got a really interesting trap.
I've never been a sellsword, never traded my skills for pay. I've always adventured on my own terms.
You should see me.
And I know when one should speak, and when one should hold their tongue.
No lollygagging.
Wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thum be taught like any skill?
They say the Dark Elves will
People say Skyrim is one of those.
sight to see.
What is it, Redgar? Watch the skies, traveler. I really miss traveling like this. Walking the breadth of Skyrim has always filled my heart with excitement.
You can sell off the... get bits and pieces.
I know one should speak, and when one should hold their tongue.
You should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career. I was fearless and took too many risks. But that's what it was all about. I love the cold air. It's exhilarating. Perhaps it's because of my Nord blood, but there's something about it that makes me feel alive. I've really missed traveling like this. Walking the breadth of Skyrim has always... People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Tamriel. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home. They say Folly that to study vampires, Draugr, and all matter of undead. But there's something about it that makes me feel alive. My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained. I miss him. You should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career. I was fearless and took too many risks. But that's what it was all about.
They say Morthal has studied vampires, Draugr, and all manner
People
of
say
undead.
Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Tamriel. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home. I've really missed traveling like this. Walking the breadth of Skyrim has always filled my heart with excitement. When I was young, I journeyed with my father on hunting expeditions into Morrowind. The cliff racers made for excellent sport. My mother was a strong woman. She's the one who instructed me on my sword fighting techniques. Can you imagine?
Please, take pity on an... My master has a... Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No, no. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that. Without his guidance... Oh, but I'm sure he'll repay you when he comes to his senses. He is a great man, but one rarely praised. He rules twin empires that span the length and breadth of our minds. All know him, but few can name him. But he has forbidden me from saying his name. He says it distracts him, and woe to those who draw his ire. But you will know him when you see him. He's the one who made me like this. He stays in the Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace, but I hear the maids, Una and Erdi, know how to enter it for cleaning. Surely they can help for such an important matter. Until next time.
When is my appointment to meet with General Tullius? There are some issues we must speak about.
I'm afraid he's had to reschedule that way. By all accounts, waging war takes his every moment.
Again? Can't simply cancel an appointment with the Jarl. He serves in my capital.
Okay.
I'm afraid we can. His authority comes from
Was
the
a
Emperor,
strong woman.
who you also
She's the
serve.
one who instructed me on my sword fighting techniques. Can you imagine?
Answer to me in the slightest? This hardly seems fair.
Fair is a word rarely applied to politics, I guess. I'm afraid you must learn to accept this.
I love the cold air. It's exhilarating. Perhaps it's because of my Nord blood, but there's something about it that makes me
It's a
feel
fine
alive.
day with you around.
Do you have business with the court? Absolutely not. That, ghost or not, there are reminders. I'll make an exception for you. But do not bring anything out when you leave. Too many dark deeds transpired in those halls.
You should have seen... I've really missed traveling like this. Walk of Skyrim has always filled my heart with pride.
Marty! Kelly, my dear. Oh, I couldn't. Goes right through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirables to contend with. Sayers, buffoons, detractors. Why, my headsman hasn't slept in 3 days.
How rude! Can't be bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two. Read! Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons! Wait, I know! A death threat written on the back of an Argonian concubine. Ah, those are my favorite. Well, spit it out, mortal. I haven't got an eternity. But seriously, what's the message? Where? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim. The toy maker's son, huh? What? A ghost? of King Lysandas? Ah, or was it one? Yes! Stanley, the talking grapefruit from Passwall. I'm wrong on all accounts, aren't I? Ha! No matter. Honestly, I don't want to know. Why ruin the surprise? But more to the point, do you, tiny, puny, expendable little mortal, actually think you can convince me to leave? Because that's crazy! You do realize who you're dealing with here. Oh, pardon me. Where do you... Oh! I mean, really. Here you stand, before Sheogorath himself, Daedric Prince of Madness. And all you deem fit to do is deliver a message? How sad. Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right. I'm done. Holiday complete. Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On one condition. You have to find the way out first. Well, good luck with that. Ha! I do love it when the mortals know they're being manipulated. Care to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Have you any idea where you are? Where you truly are? Welcome to the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius III. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and sneaking and all that nonsense? Sure, sure. Or you could use the Wabbajack! Huh? Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you? Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead, pumpernickel. But the deepest, keenest hatred was for himself. The attacks he makes on himself can be seen here fully. They're always carried out on the weakest part of his fragile self. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius' anger. His confidence will shrink. You must bring the two into battle. Wonderfully done. Pelagius is finally ready to love himself and continue hating everything. You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age. All you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent.
Good morning.
That's something to crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time.
Well, and just the beware part. We have heard critters up there. And... and, yeah, who knows what's on the upside of that freaking ceiling with those critters being up there.
Oh, good choice! Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius's mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septim. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? I never get that part right. Oh, but she taught her son well. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered by anyone. The objective here is simple, you simpleton. Use your Wabajak to defeat the enemy, while they do the same. Oh, I thought you'd never figure it out. With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the delusion that he's safe, which means you've helped him out. Sir, and we're that much closer to home. I have a saying. I'm not going to feel what you have to like. Or something like that. Fixed is such a subjective term. I think treated is far more appropriate, don't you? Like one does to a rash, or an arrow in the face. Ah, but no matter. Heartless mortal that you are, you've actually succeeded and survived. I am first to honor my end of the bargain. So, congratulations. You're free to go. I have been known to change my mind. So, go. Really. Pelagius. Now, surely even you know about Pelagius's decree. On his deathbed, oh, and this was inspired, he forbade death. That's right, death, outlawed. Inside the mind of... Oh, is it your first time? Pelagius Septim III, once the mad emperor of Tamriel, now so boringly sane. I always knew he had it in him. Well, I suppose it's back to the Shivering Isles. The trouble Haskell can get into while I'm gone simply boggles the mind. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Clothes, check. Beard, check. Luggage. Luggage. Now, where did I leave my luggage?
Master, you've taken me back. Does this mean we're going home? Oh, happy times. I can't wait to...
Yes, yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, a little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabajak as a symbol of my... I'll just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now, And if you ever find yourself up in New Sheo, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ha! Ta-ta!
Oh wow, there actually is some remnants of some old insulation. I was gonna say, with that crack that goes across there, it's probably just gonna break right along the line. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna probably crack all to your, follow all to your left, right along that. I'll agree with that.
I remember a cut person robbed me on the road once. When I drew Grim Sever, I think the poor man soiled his armor.
Then always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
When I was young, I journeyed with my father on hunting expeditions into Morrowind. The cliff racers made for excellent sport. My mother was a strong woman. She's the one who instructed me on my sword fighting techniques. Can you imagine?
Oh, hello. Just tidying up. Maybe you need a partner, hmm? Just pick... What can I do for you? If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward. Someday, I'll be a gallant heroine. You make it look so appealing.
Watch your feet. We just clean there.
You should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career. I was fearless and took too many risks. But that's what it was.
For the scripts to
I
catch
mostly
up.
deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since you've had a good time.
Thane Bryling, at your service.
You stay out of trouble now. The Castle Dower
You're
dungeon
home.
can break even the
Hey,
strongest
I got you something. Hope you like it.
Good business Empire Company means all the more gold for the Empire.
I'm bored. Let's play a game. Can't catch me. I'm not playing with you, Kide. You play me. Papa says I won't see Rob here anymore. But he wouldn't tell me why not.
I don't have time for anyone too lazy or cowardly to make their own way in this world.
I was gonna say, how wide you going? Are
Need
you going to
something?
that other crack? Cause that crack right above your head's the other leak.
I've got weapons forgiven, armor forgotten.
Good evening. I'm Pantia
Okay.
Atia, the master vocalist.
My papa says I'm gregarious. Just like him.
Yeah.
He says it means
Mama,
smart. But my brother
You
says
there.
he's wrong.
Have you performed your voice exercises today?
Yes, madam. I know I have a lot to work on.
Hey, wanna play tag?
See that you keep at it.
Yes?
Yeah.
You're the best. You'll be my mother?
You should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career. I was fearless and took too many risks. But that's what it was all about.
Few can resist my charms. Even fewer are worthy of them.
Good business for the East Empire Company means all... more gold for the Empire.
Mama, we're playing a game. Do you want to play?
Arms and armor, forged by a master craftsman.
My mother always loved the sea. When I was young, I
Hands
used
to yourself,
solitude and watched the
thief.
ships from the bluff. Better times.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you? Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard. Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago. Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem.
Been up to the Blue Palace? It's a sight to see, even if it's filled with
I
fog.
think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it.
My father wanted me to follow
Yeah,
his
that's
footsteps
about
as a
it.
hunter, But I set my aspirations
As you
a
may
bit
be
higher.
aware,
He never
Elisif,
complained.
I tried.
miss
I
him.
believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof. Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Not much. If you want, 1,000 years from now,
I've seen
Skyrim
enough
will
death
have changed
to last
rulers dozens of times.
never
But the
tire of
return of the
good fight.
dragons, that
What do you make of
story
that?
is once in an era.
Have you seen that shrine of Azura?
Ildi,
They say the
what year
Dark
did the
Elves built
Aldmeri
it after they
Dominion
fled
invade
from
the
Morrowind.
Empire?
Sight to see.
Good Ildi, soak in the lore. Yorn, what happened during the Red Year?
Morrowind suffered a massive...
Good to meet a prospective bard. He's sending you after King Olaf's verse, then. That's good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I figured out where it is. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Each bard adds to the Edda in his or her time.
I love the code there. It's
And a
exhilarating.
very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Svafnir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself.
Can you imagine?
Well, you've come to the right place. Vardenfell's Red
I
Mountain
have
in
faith
Rups.
that you'll
Try to
return
be
with King
precise.
Olaf's verse.
Remember,
I wish you
being
luck
a
in...
ba-
the
It isn't
verse.
just about the music.
People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous
So,
places
should
in
we guess how
Tamriel.
many decades
I think
old
they're
that
wrong.
insulation might be?
It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home. My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained. I miss him.
I have so very many ways to deal with people. Very few of them pleasant.
Mother always loved the sea. When I was young, we'd visit Solitude and watch the ships from the bluff. Better times. You should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career. I was fearless
And always
took
remember,
too many risks.
the world is right with
But
people
that's
who
what it was
mislead.
all about. People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Tamriel. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent.
You can take me, you so much as touch me and you're going to... And you thought I was just a pretty face.
I've really missed traveling like this. Walking the breadth of Skyrim has always filled my heart with excitement. People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Conrad. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home.
I smell blood.
Olaf, it is time.
And die.
I love the cold air. It's exhilarating. Perhaps it's because of my Nord blood, but something about it that makes me feel alive. Seen enough death to last 3 lifetimes.
Surely
I am never tired of a good fight. What do you make of that? There could be Draugr about. I can smell the decay in the air.
I know when one should speak, and when one should hold their tongue.
There's another plug further down in the sink. Oh, ceiling? Besides old insulation, so on and so forth, he's replacing that one part, and he's gonna spackle the other part and then screw it up so it's not so drooping. Yeah. No. And it looks like about really the only thing that's been gunk that's coming down from up there is old Ratty's insulation that probably hasn't changed since damn things were built.
I was fearless and took too many risks. But that's what it was all about.
Surely you have something better.
Looking to hire a boat?
God might get nervous. A woman approaches with a weapon.
Let me get. Some stole your sweet roll.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler. You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of need.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's a screw or something in the upper hinge.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you. What is it, Red Guard? seen enough death to last 3 lives. Yet I am never tired of a good fight. What do you make of that?
I know when one should speak, and when one should hold their tongue.
You're someone who can get things. I like that.
My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained.
Lady Atia says my voice is second only.
Ah, you've returned. I have to admit, I didn't think it would... Oh. The copy is incomplete. It's aged to the point that parts are unreadable, and the parts that are readable... Well, Bardic verse has come a long way since ancient times. It means I can't read it to the court. Without the verse, I won't be able to convince Elisif of the importance of the burning of King Olaf Festival. If she isn't convinced of the festival's importance, then she won't reverse her decision to stop the effigy burning. It means that the burning of King Olaf, which the Bard's College has held for time immemorial, won't be happening.
Oh, hi.
Make it up? That doesn't seem appropriate. I suppose I could copy his style based on what you brought me, but I have no idea what happened in between these verses. Oh, Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex, a con for the ages. King Olaf was Olaf One-Eye? He famously captured the dragon Numenex and took him to Dragon's Reach. What do we say really happened? I find that highly unlikely. Olaf grabbed power from Falkreath to Winter, but solitude stood strong. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Strange. According to history, Solitude attacked Winterhold, but they seem to be saying Olaf reacted. What do we say happened? Oh, that is exciting! I'm sure the court on the Jarl will come. I'm writing it in now. It has a few final lines, but that's all we needed to add. I need to head to court immediately and present this. You should come.
Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
Alright.
I've seen enough death to last 3 lifetimes. Yet I never tire of a good fight.
I have so very many ways to deal with people. Very few of them pleasant.
My mother was a strong woman. She's the one who instructed me on my sword fighting techniques. Can you imagine? I've really missed traveling like... Walking the breadth of Skyrim has always filled my heart with excitement.
I do hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent job of recreating it.
Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested.
I do hope the court... I think my voice is ready. I hope we've done this well.
People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Tamriel. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home.
Ah, Viarmo. I assume you are here to petition for the reinstatement of the burning of King Olaf Festival.
I am, Jarl. I wish to present King Olaf's verse from the Poetic Edda, recovered this very day from the Bard's tomb.
You mentioned something that would convince us the festival should take place, but I didn't expect King Olaf's lost verse. Please proceed.
Oh, Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer,
I've seen enough death to last.
death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex, a con for the ages. No shouting match between dragon and man, and no fire or fury did this battle entail. Olaf was Numenex in human form. On moonless nights, he would spread wings and sail. Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat.
My mother
From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Because solitude would not soon bend knee, Olaf would hurt them while his status accrued. He sacked Winterhold in dragon form, and bent their minds to blame solitude. So ends the story of Olaf the liar, a thief and a scoundrel. We of solitude commit to the fire. In solitude, bards train for their service. They also gather each year and burn a king.
The cliff racers made for excellent sport.
The festival is truly a celebration of solitude and a condemnation of false kings.
I thank you, and the college thank...
Furthermore, I believe that such a fine poem deserves some payment of patronage. The college will be very generously rewarded.
Oh, thank you yet again. I will make sure our applicant, who was instrumental in recovering the poem, will be well rewarded.
Make sure that she is.
Unbelievable! You have done us a great service here. I can't begin to thank you enough. Soon, I need... Tell him to finish... Unbelievable!
You know that I support the Empire,
You've done us
as
a
we
great
all do.
service here.
However,
I can't begin
It's a
to
fine
thank
day
you
with
enough.
you around.
Don't forget to speak to Yorn when you're ready for the festival.
Too often the General has lost
If you
good
have
soldiers
business,
because he did
please
not
see
take
Falk
Ulfric's
Firebeard,
men
my
seriously.
steward.
If this continues and the worst comes to pass, Solitude will pay the price. Need something?
I have to wonder. What does the Dragonborn do when summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thune be taught, like any skill?
Hello, I'm Gisli, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does. The road to Whiterun's not safe these days. Lots of travelers disappear.
Ah, the bard-to-be. Did Viarmo send you? I'll tell everyone. Come talk to me after dark.
I journey with
We'll
my
get the
father on
festival
hunting
started when you do.
expeditions into Morrowind. Cliff racers made for... I know when one should speak.
You found the Bard's college kitchen.
Ah, the bard-to-be.
Congratulations.
Did Viarmo send you? I'll tell everyone. Come talk to me after dark. We'll get the festival started when you do.
At designated times. Find an inn if you want to make requests. You found the Bard's college kitchen. Congratulations.
Great. Looks like you'll be one of us soon. We'll gather outside the college for the burning of King Olaf.
Thank you so much. The festival has really increased my sales. So nice to get this break from my cleaning duties. Good morning.
I wish all graduate and enroll with
What's
the
so
Legion.
good about it?
My drums will lead our troops to victory.
Good day.
Thanks for convincing Elisif to put this on again.
I thought the festival wasn't happening this year.
Welcome, people of Solitude! We of the Bards College are pleased to be here to celebrate the burning of King Olaf. The festival would not have been possible without the dedication and hard work of our latest applicant. Welcome to Solitude, home of the arts here in Skyrim. With the lighting of the effigy, she becomes a full-fledged member of the Bards College. Please welcome our newest bard. Like you. Yes, congratulations. You are now a full-fledged member of the Bards College. Due to your adventurous nature, several of the college professors have some things they wish you to do. What's more, Elisif has declared the burning of King Olaf should become a weekly event. And finally, there's the matter of the patronage that Elisif wanted me to give you.
I believe Sanguine would be pleased with this festival.
Meat pies! Try one for free, come back for more! Get your meat pies!
Huh?
Good morning.
I like the...
I thought the festival wasn't happening this year. I thought the festival wasn't happening this year.
Spiced
Yours is the
wine
best
here.
of the bunch.
First cup is
You
paid
should
for
hear
by
him
the
sing.
college.